So this ain't no, hey, what you think? Is it gonna turn out good or no? No, it's. Hey, it's Lance McGowan here, and I wanted to share maybe a more sensitive topic with you today because I think it's so important to cover these real life situations so we either can relate to them or we know how to handle them maybe just a little bit better. And so the topic is my past doTERRA Wholesale customer is going through a divorce. All right, so again, I was directly impacted by this because she sent an email to me and we sent some emails back and forth, but also because my mom is on her 5th marriage, and you know, that's a whole long story. And then my dad was married and divorced at least twice, had 5 kids, 4 different women, and so I come from a very broken family history, if you want to just say that from a health standpoint, also from a relationship standpoint. And so these kind of topics are very near and dear to me, and again, I just wanted to share a little bit of what happened here. Alright, so this is the first email that I received from my previous wholesale customer, and basically this was like right after the New Year's, and she was responding to a previous message from a while ago. And she says, "Hi Lance, I'm okay, going through a very tough divorce here. Is our mutual friend okay? It is not like her to go dark on me. She has not looked at her WhatsApp since Christmas Day. Her Facebook page is down. You can call me if you prefer on WhatsApp," and she gave her number, and then she said it's not like her. So our mutual friend who enrolled her just wasn't responding, and then I responded back with, "Hello, sorry to hear about that. I hope everything works out for you. It looks like our mutual friend's Facebook account got removed or something. Not sure why. Have you reached out to her? We could catch up if there's a day next week that works for you to see if I can help in any way." Hello, Lance. I waited to reply to you. Okay, I sent an email a while ago. She said, "Still no word from our mutual friend. It is just so strange for her to act like this. I am returning to London on Tuesday, but you can contact me. I am 7 hours in front of you, now 8 in France." So she's in the UK, and basically we have a mutual friend that helped enroll her. But the mutual friend is no longer in doTERRA, and she's inactive, and so that's just some context. And then I said, "Did you try emailing and texting our mutual friend?" And I said, "Does Wednesday at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. your time via WhatsApp or Facebook call work for you?" And so this is a way, you know, she's reaching out, trying to connect, and I'm just trying to basically set up a time to chat, you know, just catch up. You know, that's just it, just catch up, not to re-enroll or renew her membership, nothing like that. I just want to get to know her again, what's going on. And then she said, "Hello Lance, I have messaged her on her cell and WhatsApp. In my opinion," she says, "I no longer have Facebook." And then she said, "Wednesday 9 p.m. works on WhatsApp for me. I just don't know why she is silent. Speak Wednesday." Alright, so basically she's trying to connect to our mutual friend, who, that's how we were introduced, and was through our mutual friend. And then she ended up signing up, and this was a few years ago, and you know, so this is a while, right? So sometimes people, it's cool for me to see people reach out and feel comfortable to reach out even after a few years, because that shows that there's some type of need there, need to connect, need to relate, maybe you just need to just have somebody on the other end that just wants to understand where they're coming from, and I get that, especially when people are going through hard times. I said, "I gotcha, talk to you on Wednesday." And just for more context, this happened this wasn't all in one day, like these emails were kind of back and forth over the course of a few days. And then this was the day of our call. I said, "Hello, do you have an iPhone? We could do a call that way if that works for you, since WhatsApp wants me to invite you to the app." So I don't know if you've ever used WhatsApp for international calls. Sometimes I have to add the person as a phone contact on my phone first, and then search for them on WhatsApp. And I don't know, this is my personal opinion, I don't feel like the user interface is the best. So I had a call with somebody else from Brazil, it worked out well. The UK, I don't know, I feel like I tried the same thing and it still didn't work. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just letting you know, even when you're trying to communicate to people long distance, especially international, it doesn't always work out very well. And so that's why if you have an iPhone, it's kind of cool because you can just have free FaceTime or the audio version of that if you're connected to Wi-Fi. She says, "Hi, yes I do." And then she gave her UK number, and then she says it's 11 p.m. here. And then she had this question. She says, "Just a question, have you spoken to our mutual friend?" So she's really, I don't know if you can tell, she's really wanting to reach out to our friend, and our mutual friend her Facebook disappeared. She had like a lot of followers or friends and stuff too, like about 5,000. Like she kept hitting the max. So it's just kind of peculiar as to what happened. But that their relationship is outside of me. I'm just kind of like the middle person, even though I'm not the mutual friend that introduced me and the my customer in the UK. But anywho, you can see it's kind of like a lot of stuff's being lost in translation due to when people maybe don't respond to you, and it's not really fun to be ignored or have the feeling of being ignored. Okay, I said thank you. I haven't talked with her in a few months, and my work schedule has been a little all over the place. Does a FaceTime call at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. today or tomorrow work for you? Okay, so I'm just trying to like, if something doesn't work out, I'm trying to like give a counter solution. And when I see other people do that, I see that they're interested in at least trying to establish some type of connection. So that's what I look, versus just like totally disappearing off the face of the earth. And I call it going to the witness protection agency, which me and her didn't talk for a really long time, even though I have emails that I send out to my customers every week, just letting them know about the products and stuff. But obviously people reach out in their own timing. She sent an email back, said, Lance, I have contacted her, lost phone apparently. Not sure if she lost the phone or the other, or my mutual friend lost her phone, but she says, thank you for the help, hope I see you soon. Alright, so it kind of ended kind of like, so are we going to catch up or no? Or it almost felt like she just wanted to connect with our mutual friend, and she was reaching out to me to see if I had and see what's going on, which is cool because I taught a class in the UK via Skype to her friends. Nobody had signed up. This is, again, over a few years ago. But again, it's cool to see people reach out. And here's 3 main lessons learned from this situation, and 1 suggestion with regards to the divorce, because you actually didn't hear too much about her divorce, but she had been going through some rocky times when we first met, and then she's still going through it now. Her husband has a very successful business dealing with coconut oil, and so that is the main business, and I don't know how that works after divorce in the UK, but here's what I'm going to talk about. I'm talking about 3 main learning lessons I have. Okay, so from an enroller standpoint, like if you are looking at an enroller, an absentee or non-supportive enroller is somewhat common in network marketing and or doTERRA, but that's why you reach out and up. So you reach out and up until you get the support you're looking for, and your back office is a good place to look for this. So your back office is doTERRA.com, and if you're a member, you just log in, and then you can kind of go to your dashboard and find your upline listing. There's directions on that, but I email that to people who usually are wellness advocates already looking for support, and I'm just like, you gotta grow where you're planted. All right, you chose that enroller and you went with them, so now it's time to work with them. And so she's trying to work with them, so that's good, right? But she's like, I can't get in contact with them, so what does she do? She reached up to myself, and I'm trying to just let her know I haven't contacted her either. Okay, when it comes to wholesale customers, second learning lesson here, you want to move towards people that move towards you until you can connect, and if not, you talk to the next person. So that's from my stance. Like, she was a wholesale customer with doTERRA on my team, and she just kind of ordered once with a kit, and I think she did an LRP, and then she stopped after that, and her credit card, I think, actually expired. And that's actually kind of common for people, somewhat common. Their credit card basically expires because there's an expiration date on it, and they don't renew it, and they just kind of let it go because they weren't using the oils. And when people don't use their oils, it's because typically they don't understand the benefits and uses properly, and so it collects dust, it stays in the box it came in, and for me, that's really tough to hear about or see. I know it goes on because I can tell because people don't continue to order. Like, I use all my products, and I'm just one person, and I use a lot of them because I have replaced so many things in my household. So it's very easy for me to use them because I know how to use them, and I know the benefits of them, and they've replaced so much stuff. So it's not even funny. Okay, so what's the third learning lesson? And this has to do with the relationship side of things. So there's been a pattern so far of hard to connect with the enroller or the mutual friend, but there's also relationship side. So because divorce has affected my family a lot, I'm not married, don't have any kids, but I've learned so much from all my family history. I have a sister who's married, but it's like they're just roommates, and it's just, I could keep going on and on about that, but basically what I've learned is hurt people hurt people. And until we are able to get the right education, counseling, like premarital counseling, during marital counseling, and not just even going to church is cool, but like going through the motions is not. Like it's like we have to really try to be the best version of ourselves. And for me, that means trying to be more Christ-like and trying to do things in a way that's more service-oriented. And it seems like a lot of times people fall into the, I'm bored or I'm unhappy. And if you're bored, what I've learned is that it means you don't have enough goals, right? So if you have goals to improve your communication skills, conflict resolution skills, marketing skills, sales skills, all types of skills, right? There's books, there's seminars, there's workshops, there's videos, there's mentors, there's counselors. There's so much you could do, and that requires time and money, which a lot of people aren't willing to invest in. I'm just trying to be real. And then the other issue is if somebody's unhappy, then really for me, what I've learned is I have to find my contentment in Christ. That means I don't get complacent in what I'm doing, try to do things with excellence, but I also don't want to be over ambitious and work myself into like some type of, health opportunity that's not good for me, right? So I don't want to develop too many anxious feelings because I am overextended and overwhelmed with emotions because of all the things I need to do. So I have to kind of manage that a lot. But there's one resource with regards to divorce that I want to talk about, because I took it, and it's actually called divorceprobability.com. So if you're currently married, or if you're engaged, or if you've been divorced, or if you're single, which is pretty much everyone, so I recommend at least clicking on this link that I'll have in the description, and you can see it right here, right, if you just want to type it into Google or something. But it's basically just divorceprobability.com, so it's pretty easy to remember. And what they do is, I'm going to show you a little bit on my phone. I just clicked on the link here. So when you click on it, so basically what they've done is they said, hey, marriage is a wonderful thing, a sacred institution that embraces love and togetherness, companionship and family, and for those who embark upon that journey, it's a lifetime commitment right from the outset. Sadly though, okay, this is the part where I'm like, okay, this is the real part, it doesn't always work out that way, and for many people marriage ends in divorce despite all the initial promise, love, and happiness, right? Not that we can know how things are going to turn out in the future, or can we? Can we? We actually can, and we can get pretty close with the world's first divorce probability calculator, which is right here. Okay, so it's not 100% accurate, so disclaimer, boom. No one can predict divorce with perfect accuracy, of course not. But it will predict the long-term probability outcome of your marriage to within around 87% accuracy. So that's pretty darn accurate, all right? So if you want to know what may lie ahead in your marriage or future marriage, or what happened in the divorce, so again, that's everybody, simply click on the start button above, and it's on a website here. So if you're clicking on your phone, you're going to see a black screen, and so that it's not really user friendly. So I mean, there's a button here. Let me see. Okay, you might have to do it on your desktop. All right. So, anyways, they got good information here. So, all right. So what does it say here? Let me just finish up, and then answer a series of simple questions and pass it on. Every married person, or single person, or divorced person, has the right to know what's likely to be in store for them. And so just so you know where this information is pulling, they pull from fact-based information, and the formulas used to create this calculator are primarily based on information gathered in face-to-face interviews with 10,847 women aged 15 to 44 in 1995 and 12,571 men and women aged 15 to 44 in 2002. So lots of statistically representative samples of people that has been looked at. So this ain't no, hey, what you think? Is it gonna turn out good or no? No, they did their homework, they did their research, so, and with 87% accuracy. So what that means is there is a 13% margin of error. So could you be in that 13%? It doesn't apply to you. There's a possibility, but for 87%, is really good. So I think, anyways, it's better than not knowing percent, right? Because we just walk into things or do life as normal. We don't even know, right? Okay, and so to end here, basically the formulas used to create this calculator have also been the analysis of those statistics provided in reports entitled Cohabitation, Marriage, Divorce, and Remarriage in the United States, and there's a number of information you can see here, again with the link in the description, so you can get all that information. It looks like it'll be easier to click on the start button on your desktop. So again, if you click it on your phone, you might see a black screen here, and I'm trying to find actually where the start button is. So I think I ended up having to take it on my desktop anyway, which is fine, or your laptop, whatever you want to say. So if it doesn't work for you and it's on your phone, or for this is Apple, maybe it works on Android. I don't know. Maybe they didn't format it for like mobile friendliness. I don't see it as being. It looks like I have to download Flash, and that's probably why it says. Wait, let me see. Get Adobe Flash. Okay, so it's probably because Apple doesn't use Flash, and this is a Flash player. So Apple phone, no go. Desktop, if it's a PC or laptop PC, then it should work. Or Android, it should work if it's a mobile phone. So sorry, Apple phone users / Apple tablet users. Just try to get to a PC or Android phone. Alright, well that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you did. Hit subscribe for future video updates. And most importantly, check out this link in the description below. I want to help people get the information they need to be successful in life. And even if your statistics turn out, to be a high probability of divorce, just what can we do to try to improve that, right? There's things we can do to improve ourselves. We can't control the other person, right? We can only influence other people. We can't control them. If we try to control them, that's called manipulation, right? So we can only influence, and the best way that I've found to influence people is through education and supporting them with what they want when they're ready, and influence is obviously going to be a big part of that. So leading by example, all that good stuff, right? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.